Is this the first time you've ever heard of translanguaging? Truth be told, there are many approaches and strategies used in bilingual and multilingual education that can assist all students in today's multilingual classrooms. And educators should take note of how translanguaging is used in the bilingual classroom to facilitate learning. Unfortunately, monolingual ideologies run rampant within many schools' policies and practices, barring students from using their entire linguistic repertoire to express their knowledge and multiple bi- or multilingual identities. So, what if monolingual educators did not limit students in how they showed up in the classroom? What if monolingual educators permitted students to use more than one language during instruction and assessment? Take a moment to reflect on these questions. We hope you enjoy today's topic of translanguaging and that you find ways to implement it into your practice. Okay, let's get down to business. The term translanguaging was first coined by Welshman Sen Williams, a pioneering researcher in the 1980s, to refer to a language practice that meant the deliberate and systematic use of two languages during the same lesson. Fast forward to 2009, Ofelia Garcia described translanguaging as an act performed by bilinguals of accessing different linguistic features or various modes of what are described as autonomous language in order to maximize the communicative potential. She and her colleagues refined her definition in 2015 as the deployment of a speaker's full linguistic repertoire without regard for watchful adherence to the socially and politically defined boundaries of named, and usually national and state, languages. Essentially, it refers to the usage and respect of a multilingual person's entire linguistic repertoire. Taken together, the act of translanguaging involves the synthesis of different linguistic features present in all the named languages a person speaks, resulting in what you might have heard described as Spanglish, Spanish and English, Denglish, German and English, Konglish, Korean and English, and any other combination of named languages you can imagine. Translanguaging occurs naturally amongst multilinguals, serves many purposes, and happens in a variety of situational contexts. In the classroom context, it has the potential to facilitate deeper comprehension of the subject matter, as utilizing one's full linguistic repertoire helps students process information properly and make more connections in their second-plus languages. It can be, admittedly, quite terrifying at first, to relinquish your power as a monolingual educator or a teacher who does not speak all the languages spoken in your classroom. However, it is essential to a translanguaging approach to your curriculum and instruction. Translanguaging can be easily included in units of study that are in line with the Common Core State Standards or other educational standards, enabling students to meet the high expectations that are placed on them as well as their teachers. Although translanguaging occurs naturally in the classroom, teachers can encourage it by explicitly encouraging students to make use of their full range of linguistic repertoire. One way to do this is by asking the students to compare a language concept in English, or lingua franca, to their native tongue, or by providing a translation of important terms in the pupil's home language. Here are some additional simple yet effective examples of activities and techniques that facilitate a translanguaging approach to teaching and learning in the classroom. Number 1. Group activities. Set up various group activities so that the students can speak to one another in their preferred languages, just like they would in any cooperative activity with friends who speak the same language. During the Think and Pair, have students work together to express their ideas in the target language and share out with the class. Number 2. Co-creation of bilingual and multilingual glossaries. Encourage students to create their own bilingual glossary of essential terms. This can be done and collected in a notebook, or this can be done digitally using an online flashcard system such as Quizlet, or a space-time repetition system called ANKI for older students. This will support students in honing their bilingual skills and making connections between key concepts and vocabulary across their languages. Additionally, you can keep these notes to use and provide to students in the future who speak the same languages. Number 3. Make positive references to bilingualism. A teacher can make multilingual learners feel proud of their mother tongue and emerging progressing bilingualism identity by making specific curriculum and instructional choices in the classroom. Show them that you support their developing identities as bilingual and multilingual speakers by positioning them as language experts. Find multilingual authors and discover materials, ideas, and people developed in students' home countries. Research bilingual books and texts to be used as mentor texts within your instruction. And most importantly, incorporate students' funds of knowledge into your teaching and learning plan for the year. When it comes to the power of translanguaging, it makes it possible for students to properly express themselves and their thoughts, bolstering the development of creativity and criticality in their educational experience. Being multilingual is an asset that must be nurtured, not erased. So, translanguaging promotes a deeper and enhanced development of all named languages that comprise their linguistic repertoire. It gives the students agency and a voice to better position themselves, and it allows educators to plan future instructional approaches that can support educational, linguistic, and cultural equity. Translanguaging is used to explain how bilinguals and multilinguals use their linguistic resources to make sense of and engage with the world. Translanguaging allows students to communicate more effectively and make connections amongst one or more languages. To encourage translanguaging in a classroom, a teacher can set up group activities, create bilingual and multilingual glossaries, and use positive examples of bilingualism. That is a wrap on this video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to press the like button. Do you allow students to translanguage in your classroom? Why or why not? Tell us. What languages do you use as an educator in your lessons? Remember, if you have any questions or comments regarding this topic, make sure to write them in the comments section below. Thank you for your service, educators. Until the next time, adios.